On the news tonight, Supreme Court stops allocation to Rivers State, declares local government election invalid. First Lady Oluremi Tinubu calls for reforms of Almajiri educational system. Plus, in the spirit of Ramadan, Islamic organization donates foods and household materials to widows and vulnerables. Good evening and welcome to Nta Ijebu Ode News at 7. I am Fatima Hassan, and here are the news in details. The Supreme Court has ordered the Central Bank of Nigeria, CBN, and the Accountant General of the Federation to stop further release of financial allocations to Rivers State government with immediate effect. The Appeals Court directed that the order shall be in force until the Rivers State Governor, Siminalayi Fubara, stops all his illegal, unlawful, and unconstitutional activities. Specifically, the court said that no money shall be released to the state government until a lawful appropriation law is enacted under the Martin Amuale speakership. In a judgment on Friday dictated by Justice Emmanuel Akumaye Agim, the Supreme Court also ordered the 27 members of Rivers State House of Assembly to resume function immediately. The unanimous judgment of the 5-man panel of justice, led by Justice Musa Uwane Abba Aji, dismantled all actions carried out by Governor Fubara for being unlawful. The Appeals Court frowned on the governor for engaging in demolition of the House of Assembly with impunity justice to prevent 27 legislators in the House of Assembly from sitting to carry out lawful activities. Justice Agrim ordered the clerk and deputy clerk who were unlawfully redeployed out of the House of Assembly must be allowed to resume work alongside the House of Assembly workers. The court held that it was an aberration for Governor Fubara to operate with only 4 out of 32 House of Assembly members under the guise of fears that it would be impeached. According to the justice, Fubara, by his unlawful act among others, collapsed the House of Assembly and used his immunity under Section 308 of the 1999 Constitution to carry out the act against the rule of law. The Supreme Court affirmed the judgment of the Court of Appeal and the Federal High Court, both in Abuja, which had earlier declared the act against the 27 states of House of Assembly members as unlawful and illegal. A sum of 10 million naira fine was imposed on Fubara to be paid to the House of Assembly and the 27 members who instituted the suit against him. The Supreme Court has declared as invalid, illegal, null and void the local government election conducted in Rivers State on October 5, 2024, and won by the All People's Party (APP). The Appeals Court held that the election was invalid because all conditioned President Bill to be implemented were ignored by Rivers State Electoral Commission. Specifically, Justice Jamilu Tukal, who delivered the lead verdict, held that the council poll was conducted in gross violations of Section 150 of the Electoral Act 2022. A federal high court in Abuja on Monday, September 30, 2024, stopped the Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC) from releasing voters' register to the Rivers State Independent Electoral Commission for the purpose of conducting the October 5, 2024 local government election in the state. The court had also barred the Inspector General of Police (IGP) and the Department of the State Service (DSS) from providing security. The suit was argued on behalf of the APC by a team of senior lawyers comprising Joseph Daudu, Sebastian On, and Ogu James Onoja, all sons. As part of a grand plan to give hope to Almanjiris and out-of-school children in the country, Nigeria's First Lady Oluremi Tinubu has called for a reform of the Almanjiri educational system, starting with proper registration of those who operate the schools. She made the call while granting audience to the Executive Secretary of the National Commission on Almanjiri and Out-of-School Children, Dr. Mohammed Sani Idris, and his team in her office at the Villa. State House correspondent Adeniyi Taiwo reports.
They are not beggars, but seekers of Quranic knowledge at a tender age. Yet, they are left out on the street alone to fend for themselves, subject to abuse and manipulation. Their growing number, said to be about 30 million, is a national concern, which the National Commission on Almajiri and Out-of-School Children is seeking collaboration to address. This visit by the Commission, led by its Executive Secretary, Dr. Mohammed Sani Idris, to the office of Nigeria's First Lady, Oluwami Tinubu, is not just for collaboration, but a strident cry for help to address the plight of the Almajiris in order to secure the nation. To achieve this, the First Lady emphasizes the need for proper registration of both the students and those who run the schools.
Even people who go to regular school, they are being abused if they fall into wrong hands. But how do we now start with all those imams that are housing these children? They have to be registered. And also put laws in place so that all these Almajiri schools are registered. So that's how we can know the number.
She says the alternative high school for girls and its increasing impact is a model that can inspire effective Almajiri education system.
You have to take one first and make sure that it's working. You put all the resources there, make sure it is working so it becomes a reference point. The imam can have his own house. So it can be like a co-principal in the new school for Quranic studies.
Added to the 18.5 million out-of-school children that places Nigeria second on global rankings, the challenge of Almajiri is one that requires urgent and thorough attention.
Boko Haram has also decided to linguistically manipulate Almajiri by giving them interpretations that are not in tandem with the correct teaching of the Quran. We are going to open a school in the next 3 or 4 days in Kaduna, where we will bring those memorizers of the Quran, give them the ability to understand Arabic so that they will develop linguistical immunity against any ideology that is foreign. We will also give them English so that they will be able to contribute to the development of the GDP of this country and the growth of the country. We are also going to expose them to rigorous skills acquisition so that at the end of that program, Your Excellency, they will have the cause to live a life that is worthy of living.
Away from our meeting, the First Lady kept her promise to the National Council for Women Societies in Nigeria with a donation of a 14-seater jet mover passenger bus to the council on behalf of RHI.
When you came the last time, we thought that, we have to bless you this to start a new chapter of your life. And the other request, we are working on it, and God will help us.
On behalf of the council, the national president, Edna Azura, appreciated the First Lady for using RHI to empower women in the country. In the State House, Nta Ijebu Ode, NTA News.
The Bola Tinubu administration is making significant investments in the country's agricultural sector to ensure food security. This was announced by Vice President Kashim Shettima during the National Strategic Workshop on Food Security held in Abuja. Musa Baba Aliyu reports that the workshop was organized by the Nigerian Economic Summit Group.
Research indicates that Nigeria has the potential to produce not only sufficient food for its citizens, but also surplus for export to generate foreign exchange. Key stakeholders in the industry believe that creating an enabling environment for the private sector will set the agricultural sector on the right path.
We have enough valuable hands. We have the workforce. We have everything, all the natural requirements to make this agriculture the mainstay of our economy.
Vice President Kashim Shettima, in a message through the former Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, speaks on the different government interventions aimed at improving food security since taking office.
Agriculture is our golden egg. The opportunities within production, processing, and distribution are vast. And before we even consider export potential, our domestic market alone presents huge opportunities for return on investments.
If you look at how this administration has broken down agriculture, we're now specializing in each of the 3 subsectors. So crops, livestock, fisheries. So when we talk about yields, we're talking about those 3 subsectors.
Minister of Agriculture, in a message convened by the Executive Secretary of the National Agricultural Trust Fund, emphasized the government's substantial initiatives in mechanization and other innovation aimed at strengthening agricultural activities.
In the past year, we have taken critical steps to establish pathways for, one, blended financing models. This is combining public and private capital to fund strategic agricultural initiatives, improving credit accessibility for agribusiness and farmers. Two, agricultural guarantee mechanisms, partnering with other financial institutions within the sector to structure guarantees that reduce the perceived risks of lending, making agriculture a more attractive sector for commercial banks and investors.
The country director of the World Food Programme in Nigeria, along with the local and international agricultural investors, pledged to offer further support and investment in the Nigerian agribusiness initiative. In Abuja, Musa Baba Aliyu, NTA News.
Stakeholders in the health sector have agreed on the need to establish additional specialized hospitals and federal medical centers in the country to meet up with the rising cases and specialized medical challenges, accessibility to affordable medical care, and job creation. This was during a one-day public hearing by Senate Committee on Health on 3 health-related establishments and amendment bills. National Assembly correspondent Issa Muhammad has details.
The bills are Federal Orthopedic Hospital Act Amendment Bill 2025 in Osun State, sponsored by Senator Francis Adeniwa. National Eye Center Establishment Bill 2025 in Jamaica, Adamawa State by Senator Abbas Aminu Iya, while the bill for the establishment and amendment of the Federal Medical Centers Act across states of the Federation was sponsored by different lawmakers.
To bring relative dreams of our people to provide adequate quality care service to all Nigerians.
Stakeholders believe that the establishment of the tertiary health hospitals in the country will bridge the gaps in accessing quality medical care, create jobs, and reduce overstretching of existing facilities.
The ministry supports the agenda of the Senate to ensure that tertiary health care, specialized care is brought closer to our people. However, we believe that in doing this, we must reflect some level of guidelines and framework.
The advancement of health care facility, there is the need for the establishment of a federal medical center in Saminaka. That will take care of so many areas within that environment. Particularly Saminaka, they are bordering Plateau, they are bordering Kano, Bauchi, and part of southern Kaduna as well.
Federal Medical Center, when established, will also not only take care of the outskirts of Yenagoa, the state capital, but also the neighboring areas. It is therefore important to underscore the importance of having the medical center in Ningi, which will actually represent the entire 6 local governments and beyond.
They also commended the committee for giving the opportunity to add value to the bills, while affirming that it is time for action and discouraging medical tourism. From the National Assembly, Issa Muhammad, NTA News.
We'll be going on a break. Please stay tuned.
Aha! Is there a bro, I tell you, this match 3-0. Okay. If I win you, something will come out.
Don't play with me. Fast ball. Ah. You know what? You don't shot me.
Bro.
Now we got this man.
Keep the banter going with Glow Borrow Me Credit or Data. Dial star 303 hash to borrow airtime or data and pay later.
Is it ready?
Only one thing I did it. Okay.
Power your relentless ambition with ultra-high speed data. Glow Unlimited.
أيها الذين آمنوا كتب عليكم الصيام كما كتب على الذين من قبلكم لعلكم تتقون.
مرحبا بكم يا رمضان، مرحبا بكم يا رمضان، مرحبا بكم يا رمضان. الحمد لله رب العالمين. Yes, it is here again, Ramadan 1446 AH 2025. Nta Ijebu Ode, the heritage station, is at it again. To avail us the opportunity to maximize the abundant reward during the period through our packages such as Tafsiri, call to prayer, station live show, short admonition, and lots more. For further inquiries, contact the marketing department, Nta Ijebu Ode, TV House, Eruwa Road, GRA Ijebu Ode, Ogun State, or call 080 28 36 48 01 or 080 29 41 14 73. Ramadan 1446 AA. What a rewarding experience.
رمضان الذي أنزل فيه
Welcome back from the break and thanks for rejoining us. In the spirit of the coming month of Ramadan, Women Appeal partnered with Zakat and Sadaqat Foundation to donate food and beverages to widows and the vulnerable in the society. The program, according to the organizers, will assist beneficiaries during the fasting period. Correspondent was at CMC Dawa Center, Ijebu Ode, and brings us the reports. As the holy month of Ramadan reminds us of the importance of empathy, generosity, and selflessness, this program embodies these values by distributing food packages to widows and vulnerable who are struggling to make ends meet. Women Appeal and Zakat and Sadaqat Foundation are helping to alleviate hunger, poverty, and hardship among Muslim sisters. The program is a testament to the power of compassion and the impact that can be made when organizations work together to support the needy. Through their efforts, Women Appeal and Zakat and Sadaqat Foundation are providing a safety net for widows and their families by ensuring that they have access to nutritious food during the blessed month of Ramadan. The zonal coordinator, Mrs. Marufa Otubu, who emphasized the importance of giving and generosity during the holy month of Ramadan, added that giving is a fundamental aspect of our faith by showing compassion, empathy, and kindness to those in need. Other donors and beneficiaries expressed how excited they are about the donation.
We appreciate Women Appeal for their contribution to the development and assisting the less privileged. Though not only widow, there are some women who has husband but they are not well taken care. They have to find their level, and some of them are here. So we really appreciate the Women Appeal.
The people that really have the wherewithal, they do assist the poor to give Sadaqah or Zakat, so that the Zakat and Sadaqah Foundation will be able to give it out to the necessary people that really that are in need of it.
It's part of our religion. See, if you have something, if you have things, you can give it to other out of it.
I would like to appreciate those people who give up this donation. And then this program is very good.
Women Appeals funding of the Ramadan Food Support Program in partnership with Zakat and Sadaqat Foundation is a shining example of the human spirit's capacity for kindness, generosity, and compassion. In Ijebu Ode, Fatima Asa. The world of broadcasting in Africa was thrown into mourning as pioneer broadcaster Nta Ijebu Ode bowed out quietly on Wednesday, 26 February in Ibadan, the Oyo State capital. Grace Anyaleke was at her Jericho residence, Ibadan, and reports on the life and times of the iconic broadcaster.
Reputed to be the first face to appear on the first television station in Africa, Western Nigeria Television Service, WNTV, as well as the first voice on the first commercial radio, WNBS. Late Chief Mrs. Nta Ijebu Williams' voice resonates beyond the realms of television and radio as she joins the saints triumphant. For her family, it is a wish that her memories be imprinted on the side of history so that her legacy would continue to inspire generations to come.
Creates an avenue for people to at least learn more about broadcasting, learn more about our history, because I'm not sure a lot of people even know what happened in the 60s and 70s, and I feel that's education to even let people know this is somebody that should be revered and respected.
Condoling with the family as they mourn, early callers also eulogized the deceased.
I met her in Television House in 1960. She was a workaholic.
Born on the 23rd of October 1936, late Chief Nta Ijebu Williams began her career as a junior technical staff at the Nigerian Broadcasting Corporation NBC Ikoyi, Lagos in 1955. Fate came calling when she was made to fill in for an absent newscaster. Her sonorous voice captured the attention of her supervisor, and this changed the trajectory for her. Being the first face on television in Africa, Nta Ijebu Williams made her debut on WNTV on the first official transmission on the 31st of October 1959. She died on Wednesday, 26th of February 2025, and was aged 88 in Ibadan. Grace Anyolike, NTA News.
May our soul rest in perfect peace. That's all we have for you tonight on Nta Ijebu Ode News at 7. Join us next week for more interesting stories. Have a blessed weekend. Good night.
How far, Niger? Welcome to the Glow Cafe app. Come in. Because it's time for an upgrade. Your own personal Glow Cafe app open 24/7. Welcome to bigger, better, smarter. Welcome to total control of your data, your airtime. Mom, I'll call you back. How you buy? I'll send you data. How you share and how you recharge. Movies, gaming, music. All in one place. Welcome to More Valley. Download the upgraded Glow Cafe app and get more data. Get 100% recharge bonus and get a massive 100 gigabytes data bonus when you register. Want it all? Download all this into this.
Glow Unlimited.